Okay, little fellas, let's let y'all out this morning. We let them out every morning, and boy, they go happy. They are excited to be out. We've been taking them out here, letting them get used to the ground. They're doing really, really good. Kind of getting them free ranging. That's what we're getting them used to doing. They are growing up. And yes, we have a couple of them that want to fly out. They think they got to get up on top of everything. Come on, come on. Come on. Them right there. About time to build them a chicken pen, don't you think?
I think so. They're all hens. You call them fellas.
Well,
but they're all girls.
They're all girls. Right now, well, we were told they were all girls. We'll know in the future.
They're supposed to be all girls.
They're supposed to be all girls. Oh, one touched the red thing over there.
Did it? Okay, yeah. Hopefully they'll get used to it. We're trying to get them. Yeah, we're trying to get used to that so that this is just a little bitty for the cage, but that's their new water.
That's the one right there that gets on top of everything.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to try to fly to the other one. Look at him. That one likes to go up. He's always looking up.
Clipping wings. There, that one's got the water. Or at least trying. I don't know if they're getting anything.
I don't know if they're getting anything. When they figure out water comes out of that, they'll have it then.
I keep playing at it, so in the future, like soon.
Yeah.
A chicken pen for these babies.
Yep. Let's look around and see what we got going on today. Well, we come out to the high tunnel. We had a good little rainstorm last night, which we needed bad. About 3 o'clock this morning. And I wanted to walk out because we left the sides rolled up on the high tunnel, and I want to see how much rain actually blows in during these rainstorms we get. So I'm going to kind of like look around and just see what actually transpired here. And I know that it was a good bit simply because it blew. Look how it blew our tomatoes over here in here. We're going to have to stake these. And look at this tractor thing right here. This tells me how much blowed in here because this was sitting here and it was completely dry. So we got a good bit blowed in.
Tells me if I put something on that side, we could have water in it.
Well, and two, I can see how it blew the Cherokee yellow wax beans.
Yeah.
It kind of whipped them around a little bit in here. So
just the side.
Then our
oh,
radishes, it really whipped them radishes over. That wind was pretty strong there for a while.
So we may have to take some out.
No, we're not going to take them out. We just
you going to stand them up?
Stand them.
Because they're on my cantaloupe.
Them cantaloupes will grow around them. It ain't going to hurt them.
I've been putting the cantaloupes back in there. They keep wanting to come out.
Well, a cantaloupe is a cantaloupe.
I know.
It's going to want to run.
I want it to run in the bed.
These, all we'll do is just lay them back up in the beds like this because I really do want to let them go to seed. My biggest thing was it going to blow the Vego beds over? You know, and the answer is no, it did not. I do see we had some water come across this right here and right in here. Had a little bit come in there, I can see that. But we know that because we've got to do some grading out here with the tractor. We got to cut this hillside down right here because, guys, there ain't no such thing as level ground. I don't know where we live at. Everything's on a hillside, you know, and we're going to come in here with a tractor. We're going to have to grade all this out where this water will get out of here.
And they're supposed to...
they're supposed to come back today. Yesterday they poured the cemento around the postas and got that taken care of. Everything looks like it did pretty good. And what I'm going to have to watch is this right here. They have pieces of alambre laying around here. So we'll have to make sure we keep all that picked up before we go to do any kind of grade work on the back right here. They said they were coming back today to put up the srirachas, which is their trusses, and we will see if they're going to actually do that today. He told me he's going to depend on how well the concrete had dried. Looks like it dried pretty good because we poured it dry. I told him, I said, I want it poured as dry as we can get it and it still have enough moisture in it, you know, so that it would dry really, really quick. And it looks like that all worked out pretty good. So if they can get back in here today, it's not, that was the thing I was going to wait to see is how wet it was going to be. And to be honest with you,
you're not even bogging.
I ain't bogging nowhere. Yeah, they'll be able to work today.
What, they're pouring the slab Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. Okay, now we're gonna go look at the 60-foot raised garden and see how it fared during the rain. Well, it did not rain bad last night. It just settled it good. Maybe the sweet potato draws will, and man, we put them out on the hottest day we had.
Some of them are kind of droopy, but
yesterday heat index 104. And look here, fresh tilled soil ain't bogging up. Yes, love that. It blowed your sweet corn over, baby.
A little bit, yeah.
It'll stand back up, but it ripped another couple of our squash over here. It's these zucchinis right here. Something about the way that wind comes through right down through here, it hits these. It
flips them.
It just flips them.
So these 3 on this side, but the other 2.
Go figure.
Or 3, how many is over there?
There's 3 on each side. Go figure.
Those 3 are standing up pretty, and these 3
get
blowed.
Flipped over here.
I guess it comes over this raised bed and hits them first.
Maybe.
The cucumbers stayed.
Oh, you got one big one.
Yeah, we got one right there, one right there. We got to harvest at least 3 cucumbers.
This one has actually decided it wants to live. Look at it.
Yeah, I've been trying to train them.
You know what? It's time for fertilize again.
Yeah.
So I really need to hit them with some fertilize.
Our tomatoes didn't.
Oh my word! The tomatoes are still doing fantastic.
They didn't
blow them over.
I mean, look how tall. Go stand by them tomatoes.
Look, guys, let me tell you something. Look at this. And I know the bed's like right here on me, right there. So they're from here. I can reach 8 foot, so they're probably
7.5, maybe.
7.5, maybe. We're having some problems with the army worms. We're wanting to start hitting the leaves on them.
Yeah.
When Wanda and I come out here early in the mornings, the army worms are going to be in the top and out on the outsides. And we yesterday went through here and got what we believe to be most of them.
But
you know, we could miss one in this jungle of tomatoes in here. But you know what? I have done absolutely, and I'm being honest, I've done nothing to these plants. I've done nothing here. We planted cabbages in this bed. This was that popcorn tree. This was that 30-year-old cow manure in this part of that raised bed right here, and dirt or soil out of the bottom of the pond mixed together. There's the little culprits that keep wanting to eat a hole in our tomato leaves right there. I don't know. All I can say is I've done nothing to them. I told Wanda, I said, I'm coming to a point where I'm going to just quit doing anything to my vegetables. Because it seems like when I just leave them alone and walk away from them and get busy doing something else, they flourish.
They do better when we leave them alone.
Yeah, they do. I think we try too hard sometimes. Wanda and I often sit and talk about when we were kids growing up. Our parents had to work, and we planted gardens, and they only tended them on the weekends. We wasn't running around.
A little bit at night if they had to.
If they had to at night, they would come in, but they didn't run around watering and...
we didn't hardly ever water.
And, you know, babying all these plants. We didn't run around here taking care of stuff like we do now. And that dadgum stuff then, it flourished like crazy. You know, so... I don't know. It is what it is. But we got garlic ready to harvest. Oh, look right here.
You have to get them off, or else they'll eat our plants.
Yep. But we got the garlic as soon as it dries back up again, the garlic will be ready to pull up. The English peas, this moisture right here hitting these English peas, probably we won't get but another harvest or two out of these right here, and it'll be over with for them.
Yeah.
I'll back in here and till all this up, and we'll put our sweet potatoes in here. So we fixed to get on a Ranger. We fixed to run look at the Danny corn, because I think we got a bunch of wind last night, and I'm looking at that corn, tells me it come out of the southeast, and we need to go look at that Danny corn because it was up over my head, and see how it fared, if it blew it over or what.
And we're gonna see if all this stands back up, because I'm not doing anything to it.
Nope. It is what it is now. Guys, we had some wind blowing, and it stood. Man, look at this. Look at here, that's what I was telling you. See how tall, it's as tall as I am. Look at the brace roots already coming out. This is just fantastic. Look at that. My turkey tan pumpkins are coming up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, all of them.
Wow.
That was 2021 seeds. I wasn't sure if they're gonna come up. I see some more over in yonder.
I see one leaning right yonder.
Yeah, I see one in yonder. The sun will take care of that though.
Your babies are hollering.
The welfare cows are hollering. They'll
Yeah,
get
it looks like, for the most part,
looks good, don't it?
it's not down.
You know what though? You know what I love about this? I don't see grass down through the middle of it.
No.
This is the first time in my life, thank you Lord, that I have ever planted corn that I don't see grass all down through the middles of it. I mean, now it may come eventually after this rain, we're gonna get a little bit, I'm sure. But it's getting up to the point now, it's shading the soil. Hopefully, oh Lord, hopefully we won't end up with a bunch of grass. And I'm looking at the tags of fox grapes hanging up here. Look at the tags of fox grapes.
Oh my goodness.
Hanging up there. Isn't that amazing? In the wild, they're hanging down 8 inches there. I've never seen fox grapes hang that low.
That is amazing.
Wow.
On this side, it's still looking good.
Yep.
You want to explain the ribbons? People keep asking.
Okay, the ribbons I leave in the corn because deer are kind of weird about their perception of things. So I have those ribbons spaced all the way down through there like that, and usually when a deer sees stuff in recession, it feels like he's being hemmed in. Especially it goes all through the corn out in there. If they walk out in there and they see these things, it feels like they're being blocked in these certain areas. So far, we've learned that it keeps them out.
Because right across there is where they
live right across in the woods right over
on
there.
the other side of that road.
Yeah. They raise and they live there. So now, you know, baby deers ain't gonna pay no attention to that because they don't know any different yet.
They can walk under it.
They walk right under it. But the mama deers and the bucks and stuff like that. Now the bucks don't come out here. They stay in the forest way back there in the back. But them old does, they you know, they come out. Man, I can't believe that corn. Ain't that amazing?
Yeah, my sweet corn fell and yours didn't.
This Danny corn just
It's done got a good root system.
Yeah.
And so far, we've only found worms a time or two, and I see one
I
right.
see one right down yonder. The damage, they have been here. They didn't eat the center out of it. They eat all around it. But they're gone now, looks like, on both sides right here. And it was probably done when it was smaller. I have been so busy that I haven't been able to walk the fields like I normally would. And that's an old sign. I can tell you, it's all old sign.
And some of that down there, this is the tallest one out here, but you see right there how tall?
Yeah. We're getting away from this tree line here.
And once you get away from the tree line, that out there is probably taller than you.
Yeah.
But you might bog down in this.
Yeah, because it's wet.
This is a little bit more sandy and...
Yeah, up here is more sandy than down there is.
But it's pretty.
It's pretty. And we fared well through the wind, but that's what spacing it out does. Rather than having it so thick and clumped up together like I did last year, when you space it out, the air can get between the stalks and it can grow, and it gets a chance to put brace roots on. We're noticing on the outside row right here, about halfway down, the corn is leaning in. I mean, it's barely leaning, but
Someone should pull it up.
You got to realize I put over a foot of dirt up on the sides of that corn to help brace it. So I planted down in a water furrow, and then I gradually added dirt to it, and now the dirt is over a foot high up on the corn because I took those disc killers and just piled it up on it and fertilized it when I did. So maybe that's one reason that it held up as well as it did. Well, overall, it looks like the gardens here at Pecan Grove fared well. So I'm very, very pleased with the outcome of everything, and I feel blessed because I mean we had tremendous lightning storms. Now it never did make it here. It was in the distance. We got a lot of rain and some wind, but
electroculture.
The electroculture definitely kicked in. You can look at this and tell. Look how dark green that is. That's what putting fertilizer to something does. That's just. I don't care what anybody says. It works. Thank you guys from Pecan Grove.